We have a game! It's incredible! It can be done. You can get 6 people online simultaneously. Holy cow, pro players are so difficult to organize. But here we have it, Germany in the away strip against the Netherlands. Two of the strongest teams in Europe, no doubt. And we are seeing the same roster for Germany as we saw last time. Siki, ELMP, and Freaky. We nearly had Pashi, but he had to go. So Freaky's subbing in again. Will they be able to take down 2/3 of the former Flying Dutchman and Remco? And I don't know what this word means, but this is Vogan playing. So we'll be seeing Will Vogan be able to lead the attack against the mighty Germans. Remco, I asked him who he preferred. I let him be the team captain. I said, who do you want in your team? And he said, I don't care. So Remco, really patriotic about making sure that his team's chances are the best. Pronounce that name? I don't think I will. I'm going to call this player Vogan because that's who he is. Regardless, Jesse whiffing the wall clear to the surprise of no one. But what a save by Remco, using the adjoint of his own goal to get that one clear. I kid. I'm a good friend of Jesse. I like to make fun of him. But oh, it's Siki with the first goal of the game. It's a pretty much solo goal. Off the back of this pure clear by Vogan. Siki wins a 50-50. Oh my goodness, what a goal. He recovers so well. I did not see that. That's a fantastic goal by Siki. First time around, it did not look that good. But holy cow, what a finish. Winning the 50-50, recovering on the wall. Then he jumps off the wall and puts the ball back the way he came. That is really, really nicely done by Siki. What a finish. Like, we could go the whole best of 7 and that could still be the best goal that we see from him. And maybe even from everyone in the lobby. Remco and Co, Rem and Co are up against it. Apologies for that pun. I just had to. They're up against it from the beginning. Vogan from the crossbar to Jesse. Jesse's finish probably should have been a bit harder and higher than it was. Siki with another shot on target. Remco is there. And he meets Freaky as well for another 50-50. ELMP's maybe going to go for a wall hit here. Yes, he will. Gets contested by Remco, who is arguably the most respected and feared player in this lobby. For the longest time, Remco has been part of one of the best teams in EU. Formerly Weedham Girls, now Northern Gaming, alongside Maestro of Denmark, and now Mystic of Scotland, but formerly Greasy of Norway was on that team before joining Flipside. And we have not seen the Netherlands play an international show match yet. Germany did take down Finland, who themselves beat Sweden in comfortable fashion. That's a good challenge by Jesse, stopping ELMP from close range. Remco tough to get that well clear. It did hit the ceiling and bounce very far out, but in doing so took it away from the goal and away from danger. Miss by Jesse, but fortunately for him, also missed by Freaky. And what a play! Remco actually air dribbling a ball over Siki. So nicely done by him. But the Germans have got tons of pressure. Siki again with a solo play. Freaky was involved in the setup, but again, Siki just causing so many problems, knocking it forward to take Jesse out the game, and then also taking Vogan out the game. Great finish by him. It's Siki 1v5 at the moment. He's just putting his team on his back, carrying them to victory. But he is, of course, this is maybe a new Siki from the Siki that we're used to seeing. Siki is usually a very defensive player, just enabling his teammates to go forward with confidence because he likes to sit back a lot. But because ELMP is kind of playing that role for the Germans, we are seeing a much more aggressive Siki than what we're used to. Oh, and what a save by Freaky, just getting a block on Jesse's near shot and a recovery to save Remco's shot. That was very well played by Freaky, who, for those of you who don't know, is a player from Penta Sports alongside Pond of Denmark. And I believe they're still looking for a third. There's Freaky with a finish off Siki's great knock forward. This is, again, all Siki. Great knock forward. That's a perfect pass. Just not bar down, but coming down the curve off the ceiling. Really nicely done. Am I seriously colorblind? Which one do you like? You don't like the orange? I didn't want to do this orange, but Twitch chat made me. I feel like this is more of a yellowy orange. I wanted to do a much more deep orange for the Netherlands, but Twitch chat was like, no, this isn't orange, this is red. Please change it, so I did. I should have just not listened to them, because Twitch chat are trolling me again. Oh my goodness, Vogan missing the near shot, but luckily for Germany, because that was a tap-in right there, had he just made connection with the ball. How are Netherlands rather, going to stop this rampage by Siki? As this time ELMP and Freaky trying to connect and get the ball forward. But do not fear, I will just choose my own colors, I guess, in the future. Screw Twitch chat. I make the colors. ELMP again displaying the sweeper role for Germany. He did this last time that they played the international show match. It took them a while to get their structure organized, but after they did get it organized, they were able to take the final 3 games in the matchup against Finland. They were losing 2-1 in games, but they did win 3 games in a row to take down the series. A great chance for Siki, challenged though by Vogan. Ball does stay in their half, courtesy of Freaky and ELMP's efforts. Looking like game 1 is going to run away from the Netherlands. They're running out of time, and they'll definitely have to step up their aggression in the midfield, because Siki was just able to run rampage in this game, completely denying almost any safe clear that the Dutch were trying to use to their advantage. And this is definitely going to be game 1 to Germany. Germany coming up pretty big in this game. Will they be able to keep the shutout though? That would be a statement. Going up against Remco, Vogan and Jesse and not getting scored on is no mean feat. And there it is, 3-0 for Germany. Very one-sided in game 1 of the best of 7. Let me just what's the abbreviation for Netherlands? Maybe this. Maybe that will do. Since when is Germany green? Yeah, it's Werder Bremen. I did know Werder Bremen was green. Ned, NL. Oh yeah, N. I did NLD. I thought that was decent. Netherland. Ned makes sense though. I like Ned. Ned is a good name. Alright, let's see what we've got in show this time. Will Germany continue their rampage, led by Siki, or will Ned? Will the Netherlands be able to make the comeback? I know that the Netherlands were a lot of people's pick for one of the best international teams. That's a great read off the ceiling bounce by Siki. And immediately before that, Remco actually got a great reaction save to a shot. Jesse not reading that well bounce, but it's going to fall for Remco in the midfield. He tries to go for the top left, can't find it. Only finds the post, but Germany under pressure at the beginning of this one. Dunk by Jesse on the clear from ELMP, and Remco gets up high. Can't get it over Freaky though. Oh, there's a shot. Siki's able to recover it in time. Great play by Siki. Jesse does get it past him though. More pressure from the Netherlands at the start of game 2. Vogan had the chance now to hit the bar, but ELMP's already up there. It is awkward for him, but he gets it back into the corner to safety. And with Siki on the goal line, things do not look bright for the Netherlands. Of course, Remco has always been very, very much a player that likes to hit the ball off the backboard instead of shooting from tight angles and from distance. He prefers to go for the backboard pass. But how is that going to work when he plays alongside Jesse and Vogan, who go for a lot lower hits? Oh my goodness, Freaky with a double touch. Great rebound by him. Remco did respect his ability to do that. Look at that play by Freaky. Just knocking it forward into the backboard by himself and getting the double touch to knock it in on his own rebound. That's a bit of a lower rebound, more of what we're likely to see from Vogan and Jesse. We like to, when they did play together on the Flying Dutchman, they like to do short passes, very short, quick passes. But Remco, much more a proponent of the wider rotation when he played in We Dem Girls. Actually able to steal the boost because ELMP missed it. But we'll be following Remco for a lot of this game. He is, of course, very well renowned as a good sweeping player, much like what we're seeing ELMP do for a lot of these games for Germany. Oh, misplay! Jesse actually bumps Remco off the line, but he does get the save, fortunately for him. And that's a great wall clear by Jesse. He just waits for the bounce off the wall, and then challenges the ball. ELMP can't find the pass that Siki was aiming at him, but Siki does follow up himself. ELMP's way off on the aerial in the midfield. It is a tough angle to follow. But Freaky definitely making a name for himself. Somebody asked me the other day, who are the most underrated players in EU, and I said definitely Freaky and Pwned from Penta Sports. And it's been good that we've been able to see both of those guys play for Denmark and Germany respectively, because they're both putting on a great show for themselves. Freaky going for a bit of a dunk there, but Remco does clear it to the side. It's a smart play by Remco. Jesse with the chance to get the ball forward, but he can't get it over Sicky, who's going to turn and clear it back. And now Vogan in an awkward position. Oh, he barely gets a save on that one. I'm not sure if he knew it was in or not, but he got the clear. And now Remco to the side. Jesse with the shot from distance, but it looks like ELMP and Sicky more than ready to deal with anything. That's a good pass in the middle. Remco to Vogan, and Vogan squeezes it in underneath the crossbar. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's actually Jesse, sorry. To Vogan. They're linking up again. This is a great finish by Vogan. The no-look finish, actually. Letting go of his ball cam, just squeezing it in underneath the crossbar. But a good infield pass by Jesse, enabling that shot. Vogan opting to leave the net open. This could put him in an awkward position, as Freaky could have done a lot better there. He should have put the ball behind Vogan, but instead he just passed it straight to Vogan. In an easy position. Jesse, fortunate that Remco didn't cut him off there. It looked like we might have a team bump situation, but Remco did get out of the way. And good play by Jesse. He read that very well. Gets the ball out to Remco as well. Netherlands looking a lot better in game 2, and Remco should have got a better pass there to Jesse. That wasn't the pass that he was looking for. It's a good pass back in by Vogan. They're getting some consistent pressure here, are the Netherlands. Sicky waits downfield after a failed contest. He just holds back on his rotation for a few seconds. Remco driving around the boost. He's trying to secure it. He does so. This should be a very dangerous shot. Remco is so deadly from this distance. He would have put that in. It was barred down by the looks of things. But it gets saved by Freaky, who's now just working it forward all by himself. Will he get another rebound? Oh, he barely misses it, but it could work in his favor. Vogan is there for the contest on the open net shot. ELMP knocks it forward. Does find the curve, which is so dangerous to deal with. Freaky again ready to get a clear. He's been my pick for MVP in game 2. As Freaky. Great pass by Jesse to Vogan again. They've been linking up pretty well with the infield passes, have Jesse and Vogan. Just a throwback to the good old The Flying Dutchman days. One of the most overperforming teams in Rocket League history, I'd say. Those guys were quite the underdog story at the LAN. Oh, Sicky getting it into the middle, but ELMP gets beaten at the ball by Jesse. Remco can't get a shot on target though. So we're 15 seconds left. This looks like it's going to go into overtime. No massively clear-cut chances. Jesse's under pressure here. He's in a 2v1. Great double touch though. I'm not sure he meant to do that, but well played by him. And it's a tough off the wall, especially with a low boost. Jesse. Remco actually opting to keep the ball up there. That's surprising to me. But will they be able to take the advantage in overtime? I feel like the 2-0 lead is such a difficult thing to come back from. Should Jesse, Remco and Vogan fall? It's a good clear by Freaky. Oh, and Jesse and Vogan both getting in each other's way a little bit. Jesse doesn't get the clear that he wanted because Vogan kind of cut him off there. And Remco with a poor first touch sends it straight towards Sicky. A couple of misplays coming in here. Jesse will get the pass forward. Vogan is up for it, looking for his own center ball. And Remco now with the center ball towards Vogan, who's actually got a massively open net. What happened to the defense of Germany? I have to see what happened here. Oh, ELMP is just hugely out of the game. Sicky comes out. Even though he was in a 1v3, that's a big misplay by Sicky to go for such a risky contest like that. And tying up the series are the Netherlands. 1-1 against perhaps the favourites, Germany. Germany, of course, were able to beat Finland, and Finland beat Sweden, so pretty big win by Germany to take down Finland, and now they're up against it.
Here's Johnny.
Vogan asking what is the best of. These are always best of 7s here. Hey, Zippy Duda with a 3 months in a row resub. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the continued support. What do you guys think of the chat? Who's going to take this? Netherlands or the Germans? Germany or Netherlands? Who's going to walk away with this when all is said and done? Netherlands looking a lot more organized in game 2. Couple of team plays from Jesse and Vogan, which is to be expected as they are former teammates. And Sicky didn't quite go off as hard as he did in the previous game. This should be a goal though for ELMP, but Remco's so quick on the recovery. That's really well played by Remco. Goes for the shot from the tight angle. I'm surprised he didn't opt for the pass right there. Maybe trying to take the Germans by surprise. Remco, a lot of faith right there in Jesse and Vogan behind him. He was sort of sitting around at the edge of the box. The miss coming in from Freaky, but it looks like Siki was there. Oh my goodness, Vogan just able to squeeze it in at the near post. Remco doing what Remco does best, just denying the clear ball. ELMP's trying to get involved, get a second touch on it. Well played by Vogan, shooting that at the earliest possible moment. So now we have the lead for the Netherlands. And ELMP's going to sit back, no surprise there. He's been doing pretty well in the sweeper role for his team. Doesn't do the greatest hit there though, accidentally centering it, but Freaky was ready. ELMP going for a pretty opportunistic block right there, but nobody was even in the midfield to contest that clear from the Netherlands, which might be a surprise to ELMP because he probably expected Remco to be there. Remco very often able to intercept clear balls, as we saw for the first goal of this game. Great game sense, and a good situation to opt for a half flip right there from Remco. Jesse now going for the infield pass. He tried to cut it infield and go for the pass. Remco's actually been demoed at the near post as we tried to switch the camera to him. Vogan missing at his center ball. He's looking like a far more organized Netherlands team all of a sudden. And Remco tries to mind game ELMP, but ELMP did get a piece of the ball. Great knock on by Remco, putting Freaky under pressure, and that's going to be another goal. Remco gets rewarded for his dangerous knock forward. Great pass by Jesse. And Freaky panicking, he wanted to meet that ball as it hit the wall, but he was unable to do so. 2-1 Netherlands. Will they be able to take down the mighty Germany? I know that if we've had a lot of discussions in the past over which teams are the strongest in International Rocket League, and Germany and Netherlands always came up, but right now the Netherlands are the team that are coming up big. Jesse getting on the scorecard. That's one goal from every member of the team. Center ball from Vogan, another defensive misplay by Freaky, tries to leave it for ELMP, but Jesse, he's got no danger to commit to that ball, and he knows that. So well played by him. Bit of a weird face-off by Remco. I've got a feeling that he just tried to recover it after missing his flip right there. It gets bumped off the boost, but he does pick one up at the back. Jesse will go up for the center ball uncontested, but he can't get the hit on the ball that he wanted. And Remco's going to let this one roll through. Smart play by him. That's so composed by Remco. Just look at that play. And he tries to air dribble it down by himself. Vogan, a bit unnecessary for Vogan to try and get involved there, but he wanted a piece of that play alongside Remco. Good clear by Vogan towards Jesse. He spotted his teammate in the midfield. And a nice center ball as well. Siki wasn't sure whether Vogan was going to cut in field or take it up the wall. Oh my goodness, Jesse and... or Remco just got sent for an absolute flyer there. Another infield pass by Jesse. And Remco sending it up high to the backboard. This is just exactly what we expected from these teams. Remco going for the high backboard plays. Jesse and Vogan trying to keep the ball low and go for the more infield pass approach. There it is again. And Remco actually passing it straight back. What a play! Oh, it's saved by Siki. That would have been a great play. Just a straight up 1-2 by Jesse and Remco. Beautiful stuff by them, as they're looking so comfortable right now. Vogan winning another 50-50 in the midfield. And Jesse doesn't get a solid win, but Remco ready as ever. Half volley wall clear. Will Germany be able to score? They got 3-0 in their favor in game 1. Oh, Remco pops it high and Jesse's there. You know, well played by Remco. He did manage to kill enough time to get some help from his teammates. And Jesse with a crazy save. Just getting a straight up read on that shot. Germany getting shut out here. They really need a goal if they want to start making a comeback, but it looks like Netherlands are the team who are more likely to get a goal. Pinch pass center ball by Jesse. Remco again denying the clear, and he gets the finish. This is just relentless by the Netherlands. Remco just prowling, waiting for the clear ball to get sent towards him. He knows that there's no need for himself to go in for an early contest or a 50-50 with the goalkeeper. He just sits back, predicts the clear perfectly. Just classic Remco. Vogan manages to shoot the ball towards Freaky. Maybe a crossbar pass would have been a higher percentage play right there. But when you're 4-0 up, probably an okay time to just shoot on the net and hope for the best. There's not much can go wrong for the Netherlands this game. And Jesse's got just a straight run in. 5-0. How did Jesse manage to get this goal? You see Vogan misses it, then Jesse just capitalizing on the misplay by Freaky and Elam, and Siki rather, at the near post. Not the greatest defending by the Germans. They're down by 5. And the Netherlands are looking like a completely different team from game 1. Of course, we did see the Germans taking 3 games in a row after being 2-1 down in games against Finland. So this could all change. It is a best of 7 after all. But Remco is just looking so comfortable right now. He's looking like he's absolutely in his element. Double touch off the ceiling, not the direction he was looking for. Hey, Savvy Seal, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, dude. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate that support, man. Twitch Prime coming in clutch once again. What a read by Remco. This guy can just rebound the ball so well. Another interception. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but I mean, this is all Remco does. Just interceptions for days. He never takes the risk with the contest. Just waits for the enemy team to pass the ball straight to him. And Vogan actually putting Jesse under pressure, going up on the wall and not getting the interception on the clear. Freaky to the middle, but Lamp wasn't reading that play. Now some time for Jesse, but Vogan is going to go over his head and hit it straight towards Siki. Will it stay 5-0? Or will Germany get a consolation goal? Looks like 5-0 is the likely outcome as Jesse's got the ball under control. Beautiful throw to the midfield to Remco, and Remco to the goal. Will he get the rebound? Oh! Joint saves Germany from conceding a 6th goal. Oh, what a statement by the Netherlands, taking down the undefeated German team. They're undefeated in series, but wow, they've got a lot of work to do if they want to stand up to this Netherlands squad. I think like the infield passing by Jesse in particular has caught Germany off guard, but perhaps even more the interceptions of Remco. They should have seen this coming. Like, they should know that you need to be very creative with a clear ball. Oh, speaking of creative, Jesse going for the mind game on Siki, who in turn went for the mind game on Vogan, but neither working. And savage by Siki taking Jesse out the play, but Jesse with the clutch respawn on the right side of the field is going to get back into play. Yeah, Germany, they need to start passing the ball at a defense if they want to get the ball past Remco, who is just dominating the midfield right now. Vogan just up to send it into his own corner. Just switching the play once more. Smart play by Jesse, using the wall to get that clear to the corner. Remco again. He's just the insurance for his team. Every time Remco is at the back, Netherlands just look so safe. They look so ready for everything. But Germany, will they be able to exploit Remco with any passing plays? That is obviously the way to go, is to pass the ball. If they can just start passing the ball, get some quick 1-2 plays, then, you know, even Remco will find it difficult to intercept those and read where the play is going. Vogan, not the best hit, straight towards Freaky, but Freaky and Lamp getting in each other's way a little bit. And nothing looking too dangerous so far. Jesse with a double touch off the ceiling. That was a pretty smart play by Jesse. He's just trying to get as many touches on the ball as possible so that the defense have to wait until he is done. Oh, Jesse just lets it roll through. A bit reminiscent of Skyline's miss. How did this happen? We see a long shot by Freaky, and maybe Jesse just couldn't catch up with it. Oh, Jesse was worried about getting dunked on. He got deer in the headlights right there. Jesse maybe should have been able to knock that one to the side. But the interference from the German in front of him was able to put him off. And Remco sideways flying off the wall, tries to get around it. Oh my goodness, what a save. Elampi at the near post, denying Vogan the equalizer. And that's not the angle that Jesse was looking for. Remco's just going to try and cushion this one into the corner. Jesse not in the right place though, and that's a shot. Saved again. Remco half volley from the midfield. Good distance on the shot, but a save by Freaky. Well played. Getting the ball to safety as well, saving it. Jesse, huge misplay actually, putting that one off the far post because the ball is going to naturally clear. Turn around the pressure in Germany's favour, but Remco with another half volley wall clear. Just every time, perfect timing on these wall clears by Remco. And I feel like watching Remco is just such a delight. He's just always in the right position. He's so controlled, so calculated. He just seems to read the play so well. Like, for a spectator, picking to watch a player like Remco is just always a good thing to do because he observes the game so well. It's almost like I don't need to do anything. I just leave it on Remco's camera and we'll have a great idea of what's going on in the game because Remco just takes us to all the right places. Oh, not the best pass by Vogan right there. Bit weak hand on the wrong side of Remco, but Jesse off the crossbar. Elon Peak with a crazy save. He was actually able to keep that in safety by using his own crossbar. Just squashed it in a completely unscorable position. Netherlands still in the attack. Jesse with a mad flick across the field, actually. Vogan was never going to get up in time for that one, but he does meet it on the far side. And Remco with a dunk off the post. Vogan recovering, but ELMP is there. Now chance for the Germans to counterattack. ELMP is up well for this one. It's going to drop into the crossbar. Jesse does pop it on, though. But the Germans continue their attack. Jesse is up in a hurry. Remco with a knock-on. It's a great follow-on by Remco, who has definitely, for me, been the most influential player of this series so far. Oh my goodness, what a shot. Freaky just going for the direct shot rather than the backboard pass. Trying to take the goalkeeper by surprise. And a Sickie just doing a Remco on Remco, intercepting the clear. What a save, Remco, with the last ditch save, and another one. This guy is insane. Just saving 2 point-blank range shots in a row. Now Jesse from distance can't get the power that he needs, but Remco is there. Unfortunate that the bounce didn't come further down the line for Remco, but he's up for the rebound, not able to scoop the ball back on target. But the pressure is still on Germany. However, scoreline is in their favor, and Vogan actually sending it straight up into the ceiling towards Freaky, who was waiting for the dunk. Jesse boost starved and not able to dodge into the ball that time. Remco with the clear. Jesse to the middle to Vogan. Oh, they weren't able to get the ball in the right direction, but the idea again is pretty good. Jesse just sending the ball into the middle, and Vogan is usually waiting there. Oh, but the ball does squeeze in to the Netherlands net. Freaky this time able to capitalize. It's a decent interception by ELMP. I thought that Vogan was going to save this, but again, they're just a tiny bit too late. That's twice this game that the Netherlands have been a little bit too late on the rotation back. First Jesse, now Vogan, and 2-0 is the lead with under 30 seconds remaining. Germany getting shut out last game, but they're looking to turn that favor back to the Germans. Give them the equalizer. 15 seconds. Netherlands need 2, but it's not going to happen at this rate. Good contest by Sickie in the midfield. They've been able to hold the Netherlands to 0 and get the 3rd goal. This could be the second 3-0 lead. This could be the second 3-0 win, rather. They got a 3-0 win in Game 1. Will it be another 3-0 win in Game 4 to tie up the series at 2 games apiece? These guys definitely looking like they're going to be pretty close. Pretty close matchup, as expected. And 3-0 it stays. 2-2 in the series. And despite the Netherlands 6-0, I believe, or 5, was it 5-0? Yeah, it was 5-0 in Game 3. They're not able to get any goals at all in Game 4. They're already, like, that was the fastest turnaround I've ever seen. Everybody immediately readying up as soon as the game's done. Apparently Remco says, it's my fault for making the car ugly with this color. Of course, Remco, he would have had the pink car with his pink wheels and his pink boost, and an easy rebound for Remco. But of course I changed the team colors, so now Remco's got the pink boost, the pink wheels, and the orange. I don't think it looks that bad. Good play by Remco. They weren't able to get any goals for 5 minutes, and give them 5 seconds, they've got 1 in Game 5. Remco looking to assert his dominance once more. Smart play by Remco. So many players would have just gravitated towards the ball right there when it's beside them, but Remco knows that Jesse's gone to the back boost on that side, and he just vacates the space for Jesse to use. It's really, really good play by Remco. A lot of players can learn from that. Because when you are driving sideways across the pitch in 3v3, it's very often a misplay. Freaky with the double touch takes Remco out of the game. And Vogan with a soft clear. Jesse with the demo though, savage by him. Excuse me for... Ugh, I've got a bit of a cold today. You'll have to give me a pass on that one. Sorry for the camera work, I kind of lost track of the game, rubbing my nose. Sickie getting a dunk on Jesse's dribble, and then a pass into the middle for ELMP. That's a great pass, and solid positioning by ELMP. In the right place at the right time for the equalizer. And yeah, for anybody just tuning in, however I pronounce that last name in the player 7 position, that is Vogan for the Netherlands. Formerly of the Flying Dutchman. The Flying Dutchman, none of their players are going to be at the second LAN. I think they're the only team who made it to the last LAN who are completely eliminated from RLCS LAN number 2 contention. Oh, ELMP a little bit bad timing on the ground shot, and on the other side of the coin, Remco, great timing on the half volley wall clear again. He just catches it right after the bounce almost every single time. Freaky boost starve, not able to get the center ball. Remco just waits for Vogan to come in and contest. He's sitting deep in the goal, reversing even back over the goal line to give himself more space in front of him. Vogan with a knock on. ELMP sitting deep as usual. Oh, G2, of course. Oh yeah, G2 alright as well. So G2 and the Flying Dutchman are both out. Genesis are still in contention. Exodus are still in contention. NRG, formerly Kings of Urban, are still in contention. Flip side, the Northern Gaming Boys are all still in contention. And the Mucket guys are still in contention. So yeah, looks like the Flying Dutchman and G2 are the two teams with no chance. Remco doing his best seal impression, trying to get the ball forward with an air dribble. Very close game we have here. And a big chance, Remco to the rescue yet again. And look at, right after he gets the hit on that ball, Remco's immediately trying to recover. Get his nose pointing upwards, but oh, Vogan gets beaten at the near post by ELMP. We'll take a look at this one from Vogan's eyes. He recovers. There's not much he can do about this one, other than try and get more inside the goal, because apart from own goaling it, there was nothing Vogan could do. That is going to give Germany the lead again. Who would have thought that they would be in the lead in Game 5, looking to take the lead in the series after getting smashed 5-0 in Game 3. It's quite a turnaround. They're looking like a completely different German team. They just could not deal with the passing plays. Everything they tried to do is getting countered by Remco in Game 3, but they've actually managed to find a way to get the ball past Remco in the midfield with close passing, which I did mention at the end of Game 3. These short little passes, always wrong-footing the defense in Rocket League, because you can't just turn on the spot like in a sport, because you are in fact a car. Oh, what a finish! ELMP off the joint! What a finish by ELMP. Look at this rebound. Freaky with the fake jump, and then ELMP just giving Vogan no chance. In off the joint, 3-1 Germany. The Netherlands are under pressure once again, but will they respond? We all know that they have the potential to do so. These guys are a very, very solid team. And Remco with the dribble. He's in the 1v1 play. Tries to sidewind the goalkeeper, but looks like Freaky is ready for it. Remco actually manages to get on the end of that ball. Surprisingly, he was very ambitious to go off the wall like that. It was a little unlike Remco to do so. The shot is on the net. Vogan is this time able to keep it out. And all of Netherlands in one place, but it looks like Remco might be able to get the shot on target. He can, but ELMP is there. Great play by ELMP. Remco maybe thought he was about to get a walk in. Oh, Remco off the joint. This is so much pressure for the Netherlands, but they can't seem to get the finish. Jesse jumps with no ball cam, but he can't get any hit on the ball. And nor can Vogan. All Vogan got was a demo right there. Remco again with a dribble play. This time he gets ELMP to tackle him again. Every time that Remco's dribbling forward, ELMP is ready. Oh my goodness, Jesse should have put that on target. He didn't even test ELMP's goalkeeping skills right there. So many chances in the past minute for the Netherlands, but they're not able to capitalize on any of them. And now Freaky with the pass forward. ELMP will probably pass this back to Siki. He can't get the hit that he wanted though. That was a good attempt by Siki. It was a good idea. Or a good attempt by ELMP, I should say, who has been outstanding for his team in defense this game. Still time for the Netherlands. Still time. Will they be able to create any more chances? They've let so many go. Remco and the dribbles, maybe rushing a few of them a little bit too much. And ELMP looking imperious as ever at the back. He saw Remco's performance in defense in Game 3 and decided that he fancied a bit of that himself. I know that ELMP is definitely a player who's capable of that sort of performance. And Jesse, one of the best dribblers in 3v3, I have to say, just slows down the play. He knows he's got a little bit of time, and he goes for the fake air dribble into the forward hit. Look at that, taking Siki out the game. Beautiful stuff by Jesse. Definitely for me one of the best dribblers in 3v3. One of the players who's most willing to actually take the ball down and take a touch and go for a 1v1 dribble play. Very dangerous on the cheat is Jesse, but they need more than one goal this game. Only one would take it into overtime, but they're under pressure at the end here. Jesse does get an interception, but Freaky intercepts it right back. Jesse and Vogan are going to try and keep this up, but the ceiling hit takes Vogan out of the game, and that's going to be 3-2, both in game score and also in the goal line score. Germany 3, Netherlands 2. And like I said last series, when we saw Switzerland against France. There has never been a Game 7 in an international show match. There has never been a Game 7. We have only ever seen, at most, 6 games. We saw Finland 4-2 over Sweden. We've seen Germany 4-2 over Finland. And we've seen France 4-2 over Switzerland. But we've never seen a Game 7. So will this be the first one? Remco, Jesse and Vogan desperately needing to up their game because right now ELMP is just demolishing them. Siki with a good center ball. Look at that. Cuts in field and the pop. ELMP quicker than anyone getting up for that one and no chance for the goalkeepers. Putting the pressure on the Netherlands right from the beginning. And a lot of people would doubt Germany's ability to compete at the highest level without Pashy, of course, the most famous German player. But Freaky, one of the most underrated players in Europe. Alongside Siki and ELMP, these guys are an absolute monstrous team, and Siki doubles their lead. Pressure from Freaky after Vogan can't get the clear that he wants. Jesse and Vogan both missing the ball. Bit of chaos from the former Flying Dutchman lineup right there. And without Remco at the back to defend, they have not looked anywhere near as safe. It seems to be a common story in Rocket League at the moment. In 3v3, oh my goodness, Vogan gets denied by the crossbar. But a lot of teams these days are opting to have one like solid sweeper player who just sits back and lets the other players run wild. And I feel like for the Netherlands it needs to be Remco, because Vogan and Jesse have not looked solid at the back. However, up front they have looked dangerous and they've got the goal. Vogan causing chaos at the near post. Miss by Freaky, who has definitely been underperforming in defense. He's been rushing the ball and he does so again. Gets taken out of the game just by a wry bounce. 2-1, Netherlands back in the game. Momentum is on their side, and Remco in his natural habitat, sitting back, waiting for the clears, gets another denial on a clear as we speak, and now he's looking to interfere with ELMP, but ELMP does well, holds strong despite Remco's interference. That's a great pass. It looks like all of the Netherlands up for it. Huge misplay by them. 3 players up for the same ball. Luckily one of them got a touch, but they have to recover now and nobody's there, and that's why you can't send 3 people for the same aerial. Huge misplay by the Netherlands. Remco trying to recover, Jesse recovering at the far post, Vogan also out of position. Quick center ball by Siki, easy goal for Freaky. Not what you like to see if you're a Netherlands fan. That's the most disorganized play I've seen all day from them, sending 3 people for the same aerial. But what a pass, Remco to himself to the middle, and then the finish from Vogan. This was really, really tight by Remco. This touch here, phenomenal. He's so low in boost, but he's able to get the ball center to Vogan. And Siki and ELMP throwing themselves in the direction of the ball, but they can't get any good touch on it. Still plenty of time left in this game. But we need to see some more organized defending from Remco and co, or else they will drop this game or this series in 6 games. Jesse with a bit of a weird contest, but he's able to do enough with it to eliminate the danger for now. Remco with the no ball cam aerials. He's just looking at what his opponent is doing in front of him. He sees Freaky backing off, so he decides not to go for the aerial, but then good counterplay by Freaky. Also noticing that Remco is not going up for the aerial. What a pass, Siki to Freaky, but unfortunately straight at the goalkeeper. That should have been a goal for Germany. Freaky with another big chance. He sends it middle. Vogan does get the read on the bounce. So well played by him. And Jesse's got some time here. He goes for a first touch. Looks for Remco downfield. Finds him. And Remco with the redirect to the near post. Oh, he can't. He does get it. ELMP. I was about to say he can't get it past ELMP, but ELMP actually not getting enough on the ball here. Look at that finish by Remco. He actually had some more room for maneuver right there. Could have put it under the other side of the goal. But ELMP looks a little bit boost starved. Tried to go for the early dodge to cover the distance. Unfortunately for him, he could only put it in his own top corner. And I had to bite my words. I was about to say he can't get it past ELMP, but that's exactly what he did. Remco with the equalizer. Unfortunately, Vogan has centered the ball though, and he's tripped on the post, and now Remco puts it in his own top corner. First we have ELMP finishing Remco's shot, now Remco finishing ELMP's shot. It's actually Jesse with a very, very bad clear by Jesse. And Remco cannot keep it out. We have the favor being returned. ELMP says thank you very much to Remco for finishing that shot so nicely. That was actually just a misplay by Jesse, however, to create the danger in the first place. Chance for Jesse to redeem himself, but Freaky is on the scene. Jesse, not a great half volley by him, sending it straight towards Freaky again. Freaky seems to have Jesse's number at the moment. There's a chance now for Jesse to redeem himself. He's putting it up off the crossbar, but Remco and Jesse are both up again. So many times this game we're seeing multiple Netherlands players up for the same ball. Remco just passes away possession. Not what you like to see. Onsiki outplays Jesse at the near post. Vogan knocking it on to Remco. Jesse and Remco are both up again, but they do get a weak shot on target. ELMP is there, however. And this time not putting the ball in his own top corner. ELMP looking to put the ball in the middle so one of his teammates can top corner the shot, but it doesn't happen. Germany 4. Netherlands 3. Will the Netherlands get the equalizer they so desperately need to take this game into overtime and to take the series into game 7? Vogan stepping forward in the net, and he's out of position. Called Remco to save him, but unfortunately he can't. Huge misplay by Vogan, driving forward like this and then panicking, jumping early. And again, Remco just can't keep ELMP's shot out of the net. So close for Remco, but he just can't do it. ELMP gets another goal. Jesse and Vogan letting down Remco at the end here, giving ELMP the 4th and the 5th goals for Germany. Chance for another goal for Netherlands, but Remco hits it straight down into the ground. Both the German defenders missed on their aerials. Just over a minute left. Remco, Jesse and Vogan need to keep their attack pressure going. But it looks like as one player goes forward, the other two are going back, and this is going to turn around the pressure again. Freaky with the long shot, or was it Sicky? Hard to say. They both have a K-double-I at the end of their name. Feels backflip from Vogan, but Remco is there to save him. Again though, Vogan just giving away possession. This is not good enough by the Netherlands. They need to be so much more clinical at the end of the game. They will maybe get 2 more chances and they need to take both of them, but even if they do play perfectly, they might not get 2 chances at this point. Under 40 seconds remaining. Jesse looking for the center ball, gets demoed, and Remco not getting a good enough dunk. Now Vogan needs to get a monster clear here, but he's going to get denied that opportunity. Oh, actually the ball will go clear courtesy of a German player. And now Remco trying to predict the pass forward. Does get one to Jesse, who's going to pass it back. Surely a goal for Remco. Oh, ELMP nearly gets down for the Peregrine Falcon save, but he couldn't do it. Remco just getting it in. Almost a heroic save by ELMP right there, jumping off the crossbar. 1 goal in it. The Netherlands still need that goal so badly to keep their hopes alive in the series, or will Germany take their 2nd international showmatch victory, giving Netherlands their 1st loss in their very first appearance. Jesse tries to get up to put the center, but he can't do it, and now Vogan is the only player in the game for the Netherlands. That's a good shot on the net by Freaky. Dunks Jesse as well. Vogan needs to keep it up. He's trying to get the ball up the wall, but he can't get it as high as he wants. Remco tries to keep it up. They are going to do it, but they need a miracle right here. Again, Jesse and Remco both going up for the same ball. This is going to drop, and Germany have done it. Still no game 7s in the international show matches. Germany take down the mighty Netherlands 4 games to 2. GG's well played to these guys. And a big thanks to Remco, Jesse, Vogan, Freaky, ELMP, and Sicky for showing up in such late notice. We didn't plan this before today. We just kind of did it spur of the moment. But good to see. GG's. Very good games, and that is going to make Germany the only team, I believe. Let me think. Wait. Yes, Germany are the only undefeated team. Well, they're the only team with 2 wins and no losses in international show matches standings. I'll make a little. This is for anybody wondering, like, all of the results that have happened in international show matches. Let me just put that up on the screen for you guys. Okay,